Self-made millionaire by the age of 27, people call him the breakthrough entrepreneur, and he's one of the dragons on SA's version of Dragon's Den. Tonight on City of Dreams, we speak to Lebo Ngunguluza. Lebo, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Zizipo.
Thank you so much for coming. When I read about your story, I was just so inspired by how much you've accomplished and the time frame that you've actually accomplished it within. But every single success story has a beginning. So where did it start for you?
I think for me, Zizipo, it started from the time that I was young. You know, I come from New Brighton Township in Port Elizabeth, and there it was very difficult for us in the township. And also my father passed away when I was 6 years old, so I was raised by a single mother. And through my life, it's been very tough. We never had toys. We never could access some of the things that a lot of other kids who are privileged could access. And I also went to a school in the rural areas called Tubaletu. So it's been very tough to even access any of the privileged things in life. But because it was so difficult, when I finished my matric, going into university, and I said to myself, you know, I'm tired of this. I'm going to get through my university. However, I'm going to go through university, but I'm making one promise to myself, and that by the age of 25, I must be a millionaire. By the age of 35, I must become a multimillionaire. By the age of 45, I must be a billionaire. So there are a lot of steps that I took that I broke through. And that's why most people title me the breakthrough entrepreneur, purely because there are so many areas where most people would say, no, this is difficult, you can't get through this. And I made sure that I break through to change my circumstance.
Johannesburg is a city that is considered the city of dreams as titled by the show. But when you came here, what was so intriguing about Johannesburg that you moved here?
Actually, when I moved to Johannesburg, it was because I knew that where I come from, there were no jobs in Port Elizabeth at that time. So I knew that there is no chance that I will get any opportunities there. So me not knowing Johannesburg at all, I studied at the University of Natal, you know, Pietermaritzburg. So when I finished my degree, I did not look back to PE. I looked for the City of Gold. I said to myself, I'm sitting here at the University of Natal in Maritzburg, and I'm going to Johannesburg. What am I taking? And because I knew that I was very creative and all of that, I chose SABC to start working. So that's why I started working for the African radio stations, and that's how I was introduced to Johannesburg.
What are some of the challenges that you faced on your journey to success?
You know, part of my journey is that when you come to the City of Gold, the City of Dreams, is that at home there in PE, they think that you've already made it by the fact that you are here, because they think, oh, he's there, that means he's making money. But you'll be surprised that when you start here in Johannesburg, you start at a very low level with your earnings and your salaries. But they used to ask me for money all the time, and that's one of the challenges. So for me, it was a matter of saying, no, you've got to change. Then I jumped and became an entrepreneur, because I just thought that the time I'm putting in was not enough. The returns were not enough.
And I mean, you have all these ideas. I mean, I'm sure you can relate. You have all these big plans, you have all these ideas. But what happened to change the ideas from just ideas to actual reality? You know, what was the trigger to that?
You see, when you an entrepreneur, you have to own a market. So while I was working at the advertising agency, I used to get booze every month because I used to service a drinks account. So with that booze that I used to get, I used to then throw parties and invite people to come and have a party at my house because I had free booze. So people would pack up at my house. And then I said to myself, no, but these people, it looks like I own them. So when I left Head Boys, I then looked for a venue, because I said, then let me open up a club, and then I then invited the same audience now that was drinking my booze for free. I said, this time you are going to pay, come support me. So I made a deal with the venue owners that I will bring the audience, and you guys have got the infrastructure, so you do what you do. You make your money on the drinks, I make my money on the gate takings. That was my first entrepreneurial venture. You have to know that there is a need for that product of yours. So I knew the fact that these guys used to pack at my house, it means that they've got nowhere else to go. So I said, okay, I'm going to take them to a venue where I'm going to charge them.
Currently, you're one of the dragons
Yes.
on SA's reality Dragons Den.
Yes.
How did that opportunity come about?
I must tell you, actually, I didn't know anything about Dragon's Den when I was invited, but my team knew about it. So they told the producers that, no, he knows about it. And I thought, how can these guys do this to me? But I agreed, though, because the reason why I agreed, because it gave me, I launched a project in 2012 called 12-12-12, where I committed myself to recruiting 12 entrepreneurs over 12 months to start 12 new enterprises, because as the president of South African Black Entrepreneurs Forum, there was a lot of young entrepreneurs that kept saying, Lebo, can you please mentor me? Can you mentor me? So I thought, you know what, I don't have any other channel to do this, but how I'm going to do this, I'm going to recruit 12 dynamic entrepreneurs that I will mentor and guide them and also give them some financial support. So when I launched these guys, I invested in them. And then when the Dragons Den came into the picture, I thought, you know, I have not recruited enough guys. I think this is a great opportunity for me to find new talent and recruit guys that I can fund. So it was just a perfect match. And for me, it was that opportunity that I said, this I cannot let go of. But however, on the day of the show, I was busy trying to figure out what is the show about, how does the show work? Because I had never got an opportunity to watch the show. There's a UK show, it's an international show. And, but I thought it was a great opportunity for me to still advance and really support young entrepreneurs.
What does the show expose to you about SA talent, especially within the realms of business, within the youth, and people that are just trying to create their own name in the business market?
You know what I noticed about the show, about also the young people that are presenting in the show, especially our Black brothers, is that they're not exposed to business. And this is historical. It's not them to blame. So for them, the concept of business is purely because they want to survive. They see entrepreneurship as a means of saying, I need to survive. So I need to start something. So as a result, there's no administrative expertise, there's no business background. As a result, it gives them a disadvantage in the presentation. As a result, you find that as Dragons, because we think that this guy has not prepared, sometimes during the Dragons Den, I have made offers to people that I know that they're not so prepared, but I can see where they're going.
Thank you so much for joining us on City of Dreams.
It's a pleasure. The City of Gold, I hope most young entrepreneurs that come from whether it's Wheatbank, whether they come from PE, whether they come from KZN, when they arrive here, they need to be focused and know that we are here to partner with them as established entrepreneurs. And I'd like to also plead that all other established entrepreneurs who have managed to break through, all corporations who have got spaces in their offices to adopt young entrepreneurs, mentor them, support them, give them an opportunity to serve them so that these entrepreneurs also have a better chance to survive.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you very much.